Good day. Anyway, you're watching me. This is a AI Akinola do for because of JAM students. Your you have few days for the JAM, but capacitance is part of the topics that you have to treat. Then let me just brief you. Capacitors. What is capacitor? It's a device for storing electric charge, and it consists of two plates two plates separated by insulator. You know this is plates, this is plates. What we have here in between here is a insulator, and that insulator we also call it dielectric. And I believe that you know what by insulator. That is a material that doesn't allow electric current to pass through them. Then formula for it, we have capacitance or capacitor is Q over V. Q is charge, while V is potential difference. Then we see another one, capacitance is equal to permittivity multiplied by area of the plate times distance between the plates. You need those two formulas. Then you know in current electricity we have resistors in series, resistors in parallel. We also have capacitors in series and have capacitors in parallel. Let's start with capacitors in series. Let's say we have capacitors, three capacitors, and for white students, if you are drawing it, let this thing be the same like that, because if it's not the same, it means another thing. This one is C1, C2, C3. You know, like we had in current, when you have resistors in series, the same current flow. This one now, it means that the same charge flow across discs, but different potential difference. You know, different potential difference. That's this one will be V1. Potential difference across this will be V2. Why difference across this will be what? V3. Now, we can see now that the same charge flows different potential difference across each capacitors. Now, don't forget that from this formula now, we want to make V total. You know V total is V1 plus V2 plus V3. Then this one now, we want to make this V the subject of the formula. You can see now that our V will be equal to what? Q over C. Which means instead of V, we are going to write Q over C. Which this one be Q over C equal to Q over C1 plus Q over C2 plus Q over C3. Now you can see that this one C I label it 1, 2, 3, but I don't label this one because the same charge flows through it. We cannot do mathematics. We have Q over C total equal to, we bring this Q out, that's Q 1 over C1 plus 1 over C2 plus 1 over C3. Now, if you do mathematics very well, you can see now that Q will cancel Q, which means we have 1 over C total is equal to 1 over C1 plus 1 over C2 plus 1 over C3. That is, when you are asked to find total capacitors or capacitance, you find the reciprocal. This is the formula. It's opposite of a current velocity. So thanks for watching. If you like, follow me and share me.